We hear financial advice from wealthy people all the time. Pay yourself first, invest consistently, avoid lifestyle inflation, focus on assets over liabilities, and think long-term. The problem is that most of this advice sounds simple in theory, but much harder to apply in everyday life. So I decided to run an experiment. For 30 days, I followed some of the most common money rules used by successful investors, entrepreneurs, and self-made millionaires to see what would actually happen. Today, we will talk about from $0 to $10,000 emergency fund in 6 months full breakdown revealed. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. 10. The first step was creating a serious goal. The biggest reason many people never build an emergency fund is because they treat it like something they will start someday. They tell themselves they will save after they get a raise, after they pay off some bills, or when life becomes less expensive. The problem is that there will always be another reason to delay. The journey toward $10,000 began with a clear deadline and a specific target. 6 months meant saving approximately $1,667 every month, which seemed intimidating at first. However, breaking the goal into smaller weekly and daily targets made it feel more achievable. Instead of constantly thinking about the large number, the focus shifted toward winning each week by hitting smaller savings milestones. 9. Every dollar was tracked. Before any major financial change could happen, it was necessary to understand where money was disappearing. Most people underestimate how much they spend on small and repeated purchases. A few coffees, food deliveries, online shopping orders, convenience purchases, subscriptions, and random expenses can quietly consume a large amount of money over time. The first month involved reviewing bank statements, tracking expenses, and writing down every single dollar spent. Some expenses were essential and could not be changed, but many were simply habits that had formed over time. Once these financial leaks became visible, it became much easier to redirect that money toward the emergency fund. 8. Saving became the first bill to pay. Many people approach saving with the wrong strategy. They pay their rent, bills, entertainment costs, shopping expenses, and everything else first, then hope there is something remaining for their future. Usually, there is not. The person who reached $10,000 reversed the process completely. The moment income arrived, a fixed amount was transferred into a separate emergency fund account. It was treated exactly like a required monthly bill that could not be skipped. This removed the daily decision of whether to save or spend because the money was already moved before temptation had a chance to interfere. 7. Unnecessary expenses were temporarily eliminated. Building $10,000 in only 6 months required making temporary sacrifices. This did not mean living without happiness or cutting every enjoyable part of life. It meant identifying expenses that were not providing enough value compared to the importance of the financial goal. Restaurant visits became less frequent, expensive entertainment was replaced with cheaper alternatives, unnecessary shopping stopped, and subscriptions that were rarely used were canceled. The key word was temporary. The goal was not to live this way forever, but to create a short period of intense focus that would lead to long-term financial security. 6. Extra income became a priority. There is only so much money a person can save by cutting expenses. At some point, increasing income becomes necessary, especially when pursuing an aggressive goal like saving $10,000 in 6 months. Additional money was earned through overtime, freelancing, selling unused items, taking temporary side jobs, learning skills that created better opportunities, or finding ways to become more valuable at work. The important decision was that this extra income was not used to improve the lifestyle. Every additional dollar had one job: getting the emergency fund closer to $10,000. 5. Lifestyle inflation was completely avoided. One of the biggest financial traps is lifestyle inflation. The moment people earn more money, they often immediately begin spending more money. A higher paycheck turns into a better car, more expensive habits, more shopping, or more luxury purchases. This creates the illusion of progress while keeping the financial situation almost exactly the same. During this 6-month challenge, any increase in income was sent directly toward the emergency fund. The focus was not on looking successful for 6 months. The focus was on becoming financially stronger for the future. 4. The environment was designed for success. Willpower is helpful, but it is unreliable. Some days people feel motivated, and other days emotions encourage spending. That is why the financial environment was changed to make good decisions easier. Shopping applications were removed from the phone, marketing emails were unsubscribed from, unnecessary browsing of online stores was reduced, and the emergency savings account was kept separate from everyday spending money. These small changes reduced temptation and made saving the easiest choice instead of the hardest one. 3. Every financial decision had a purpose before starting the journey. Many purchases happened automatically without much thought. After committing to the $10,000 goal, every expense was measured against a simple question. Is this purchase more important than financial security? This single question changed everything. Many items that once felt necessary suddenly became optional. The person realized that they were not giving up money. They were exchanging short-term pleasures for long-term peace of mind. This mindset transformed saving from a punishment into a powerful personal choice. 2. Consistency mattered. More than perfection, one of the biggest mistakes people make with financial goals is believing they need to be perfect. They create a budget, break it once, and then completely abandon the plan. The reality is that every financial journey includes unexpected expenses and difficult moments. The person who reached $10,000 did not have 6 perfect months. There were setbacks, mistakes, and unexpected costs. The difference was that they returned to the plan immediately instead of using one bad decision as an excuse to quit. Small, consistent actions repeated every day created the final result. 1. A financial system was built that worked automatically. The biggest secret behind going from $0 to a $10,000 emergency fund in 6 months was not extreme discipline or constantly thinking about money every minute of the day. It was creating a system that made success almost automatic. Savings were transferred immediately after receiving income. Spending was tracked regularly. Unnecessary expenses were controlled, and extra earnings were directed toward the goal. The system continued working even when motivation was low, because the important decisions had already been made. This is the strategy that separates people who only talk about financial goals from those who actually achieve them. Building a $10,000 emergency fund in 6 months may sound impossible when you are starting from nothing, and the exact timeline will depend on your income, expenses, and personal responsibilities. However, the principles behind this transformation can improve anyone's financial life. Financial security is not created by one lucky moment or one huge paycheck. It is created by thousands of small choices that work together over time. The journey started with a clear goal, continued with tracking every dollar, paying savings first, eliminating unnecessary expenses, increasing income, avoiding lifestyle inflation, controlling the environment, making intentional choices, and staying consistent through every challenge. The result was not just a larger bank account. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.